am Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog at kicksonacountry.com. It's our first artist video blog of 2026. You're not seeing double, I promise. They are, in fact, twins. They are, in fact, sisters, because that's how you get twins. They are from the great state of Illinois. They live right now in Nashville, Tennessee, and they're making some pretty interesting country music right now. Please welcome Kelly and Sarah to Kicks on Six Country. How are you, ladies?
We're so good.
All right, so you have to help me out. Which one's which now?
This one's Kelly, and that one is Sarah.
Okay. See, they swapped places from when they came in and walked. I don't know not anymore. I have trouble, figuring that out. Sorry. So Kelly and Sarah, you guys, you've got a degree in music. You guys are both trained in contemporary and classical music.
That's right.
But you're from like small town Illinois.
Yes.
All right. So talk to us a little bit about how two small town Illinois girls find their way into such really, really, really good, strong country music skills.
Well, I think it all started in high school. So our town of 2,500 people is pretty big in the music scene. They love music. They love all sorts of music. So growing up in a town like that, it's bound to happen that we get involved in the choirs.
Supportive backbone.
That's right. And then just having that country influence is kind of how we start writing about country lyrics. And because we grew up on a farm, so we are used to the cows and the chickens and the big open spaces and the sounds that you get from living out in the country. So then we decided to follow that inspiration and really dive into the makings of music by going to college.
Yeah.
All right. And you studied you studied music in general, but was it when you say like you're classically trained, right?
Yes.
So give me an example of something that you wouldn't. I mean, you don't have to sing it right now, but give me an example of like a piece of music that would qualify for that.
I would think Mozart.
So like Marriage of Figaro, something like that.
Yes, like operatic type of stuff.
Open vowels.
Yes.
Okay. And that is a skill set that is, if you've never seen it, I'm not kidding, if you've never, ever, ever had an opportunity to see an operatic performance, you're thinking, I don't know opera, I don't like opera, I don't know, Vivaldi from Shakespeare, or not Shakespeare, but from Mozart or whatever. Trust me, you really, really, really want to go and see an operatic performance because the skill that it takes to do that it's not like anything you've ever experienced if you've never experienced classical singing. So to go from that to contemporary music, was that a big leap for you, or did you find it's like, this is easy?
I think the classic training actually helps the contemporary and more modern elements. It helps you sing more healthy whilst also doing stylistic choices purposefully and more in the healthy technique.
Okay. So you graduate college in 2020. You end up moving to Nashville because you were already playing like venues at home, right? But like in Illinois, right?
Actually, no. We played at one venue, and it was a coffee shop in our small town.
Really? So you didn't start really playing live until you got to Nashville?
No. We really just dove in when we got to Nashville. That's when we really started doing music full time and performing live. Of course, we had like the choirs and stuff, but that wasn't underneath our name. It wasn't just us two up there by ourselves. So yeah, it was not until we got to Nashville that we started doing the stage stuff.
Yeah. And so you're playing around town and you're songwriting.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming Belmont, was that where you graduated? No, not Belmont. Where'd you graduate?
I went to a small private school called Millikan University in Decatur, Illinois, which is more southern Illinois.
And I went north. I went to Chicago, and I went to North Park University.
Oh yeah, Chicago. Okay.
Got my degree there.
Impressive. So you split up, got your educations, and then came back together, decided you were going to make a run for it in Nashville. Did you guys have that decision independently? Were you both just, you have like that weird twin thing where like across miles you're like mentally connected. You're like, hey sis, I want to be a country music singer. That's a great idea. I was just singing the same thing. And then is that what happened?
Surprisingly, no. That's not what happened.
Okay, well that would have made a great movie.
I know. But actually it was her. It was her who had the
let's do it kind of attitude, and she was like, I don't know, but I was like, let's do it again, and she's like, all right, let's do it.
Okay.
I had to be asked twice.
Yes.
All right, so were you songwriting before you came to Nashville, or like, had you dabbled?
Yes.
Okay.
It was mostly in college when we really started getting involved by ourselves because we weren't together. So we got to dive into that part of ourselves independently. And then when we came together, we started joining forces and writing together when we moved to Nashville.
Okay. All right. So now you've got your single out to country radio right now. It's not your first single, but it's your first single to break the top 40 on Music Row. Yeah. It's called 3 Sheets to the Wind. Now, here's the thing about 3 Sheets to the Wind. And I'm going to say this. You're gonna see, that's one of those songs you're gonna see that title. You're gonna say, "Oh, 3 Sheets to the Wind. This is gonna be a party drinking song." We're gonna get ourselves tore down and play this really up-tempo country, honky-tonk banger. No, it's not. You subverted expectation with that song so beautifully. And when I read the background on the song, like the song is actually about your grandfather.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother. Your grandmother.
And then her father.
And then her father.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a family story. So obviously you wrote the song.
Yes.
When people say that a song is haunting, that's kind of one of those things that people just say about songs. This song, this is haunting. It's, if you've ever dealt with anybody who in your family, especially anybody close to you, who's had alcohol dependency problems, this song is going to hit because it is a very true story. Will you give us the story of the song really quick?
Yes. So it was my grandmother. She grew up with a father who was an alcoholic, and he was a mean alcoholic. So he would shoot guns in the house and endanger his family. And actually, my grandmother's mother had to leave and bring the children with her so that she can keep them safe. And she went over to her father's house, and then there was a whole fight in the front yard, and my grandmother's father got kicked out of town, chased away by all the farmers in town, and was never able to return. And even though he was a mean drunk, my grandmother still had a love for him because it is her father. Yes. Like, she saw good sides of him too.
He would read stories to her at night.
Yeah, so she went looking for him for a minute, and I imagined myself in my grandmother's shoes. What would I do if I was looking for my father, who I loved that no one else would understand? I would probably write a letter to him, right? So that's how we came up with that idea for the letter and the song and the Dear Daddy part. So
when I say it subverts expectations, because even if you're talking about a song that's like usually about drinking, it's almost about how like a relationship falls apart, like a marriage or something will fall apart. But this is from the perspective of a child.
Yes.
Even an adult child, but still a child. This is from the perspective of a loving child to their father, who, if nothing else, is a disappointment, but still very dear and beloved.
Yes.
And matters. And you get the very real sense that this person talking about, the person in the song that they're talking to, that it means something to them. That it's like, I'm not admonishing you for being who you are. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you that I miss you, and I wish that you were more of what I needed.
Exactly.
And it's like, and I'm sorry, but anybody that's ever dealt with that, whether it was an alcoholic parent, a sibling, a best friend, whatever, if you ever had that problem in your life, this song will resonate with you.
Definitely
all right? Is your grandmother still living?
She's not. So now her story is to live on, even though she's not anymore. But
okay. So how is that the place that you draw, the well that you guys go to when you write like all of your music? Is it that same kind of well?
This was something new that we decided to try. We said we needed another story song, and what better story to tell than a true story of my grandmother's story. So, yeah, it was new. We said, let's write a story.
All right. Well, it is 3 Sheets to the Wind is a single, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If you haven't heard it, I highly recommend you find Kelly and Sarah and go find it. And now, is the album done?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, we got a 10-song album, and you can buy the CD on our website at kellysarahmusic.com. You can even download it onto your computer or anything just from our website, kellysarahmusic.com.
All right. Well, if there's somebody out there who is listening to this and they're thinking, I want to know more about Kelly and Sarah, I want to hear all of the music, because you guys had a cover of Landslide that you just did.
It just came out not even a week ago.
I mean, you guys and of course that one hits. I mean, Landslide just hits. And coming off the heels of a song like 3 Sheets to the Wind, Landslide feels perfect.
Oh, good.
It feels like a perfect follow-up to a song like
Love
that.
that.
So I highly recommend, I really do, I highly recommend you go and visit their website. And if somebody wants to find you on the internet, where do they look for you on your social media?
Look for us on Instagram and Facebook at Kelly Sarah Music, and also TikTok. Look for us on YouTube. We are putting out a music video to Landslide, so look for Kelly and Sarah on YouTube.
All right. And Kelly and Sarah, they are our guests. Look for a live performance from Kelly and Sarah elsewhere here on our YouTube channel. And hopefully we'll get them back here really soon for another whatever their follow-up is, their single to 3 Sheets to the Wind. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
We'll see you next time on another artist video blog, Kicks96country.com.